Friends, I am Shyam Tamhankar. I welcome you all to an audio-visual learning program, MSBTE Lead Learning at Your Doorsteps. Now we will deal with Course Outcome 2, Unit Outcome 6, Part C. Now in this part, we are going to learn about the concept of a team and its effectiveness. The picture shows that a better team always wins. We have understood when we were talking about the group dynamics that if an individual faces a team, when a lion faces a team of the wolves, then wolves always win. But when there are teams, when there is a competition in different teams, so better team always wins. You know that you see the cricket matches or the kabaddi matches, the kabaddi league, the IPL, the World Cup, and so on. So you find that in that every competition, always the better team wins. What is the content and agenda of this unit? We'll discuss what is a work group. We'll understand concept of a team. We'll understand difference between a team and a teamwork. And we'll understand successful and effective teams. So this is a say that together everyone achieves more. So what is the meaning of team? In team, you work together and everyone of that team achieve more. And from other, diagram, you can understand how the people help each other and create the synergy. What is a work group? A work group is a number of persons usually reporting to a common superior. So consider a small section. There is a supervisor as a common superior and there may be 8 to 10 workers working under him as a work group. Now, these group members, they have some face-to-face interaction. So as they are working together, they have interaction about their work. Who have some degree of interdependence, means they are not fully dependent on each other, but to some extent there is a interdependence. So their work depends on each other to some extent for carrying out their tasks for the purpose of achieving organizational goals. So they are not totally dependent on each other and there is a certain face-to-face interaction among them. The main function of a work group is to exchange task related information. So what they do, they are supposed to exchange the information which is related to their task and they can discuss or they discuss the task related issues. The accountability in work group remains of the individual. So individual remains responsible for his own work. He remains accountable for his own work, whether he does a good work or a bad work, isn't it? He is accountable for that. No other member of that group is responsible or accountable for the work of that particular individual. Everyone brings his or her competencies and relevant information related to the task. So every member has a certain position, he has certain competencies and he or she brings that to the group. but they are the independent competencies. Their competencies do not depend on each other, or they are not complementary, and they bring the relevant information related to the task. They may share it to some extent. So against the work group, the concept of the work group, what is the concept of a team? Now, most of work in modern organization is done in teams, or they are composed of teams, and individuals are required to work in different types of teams. So in modern age, today's era, there are different teams formed always, and you have to work as a member of a certain team. Though individuals are important, their effectiveness depends to large extent on the teams of which they are members. So individual brilliance, talent, abilities are important, but the effectiveness depends on the teams of which that particular person is a member. So his effectiveness increases by being the member of a certain team. A team can be defined as a group of individuals. So again, it is a group of individuals. But how are they? They are having complementary skills. That means their skills complement each other. Their competencies complement each other. They work face to face. They have face to face relationship. They have a common goal and have the collective accountability for the outcome of its efforts. So there is a common goal, and there is no individual accountability, but there is a collective accountability. So in work group, there is an individual accountability, but in team, there is a collective accountability for the outcome of the efforts. So what is the difference between a team and a work group? The team is different from the work group in several ways. It functions almost like an individual. So there may be 4, 5, 6 people working together, but they act as a single entity, as a team. It is accountable for results. Collective responsibility is taken. So people take collective responsibility. It is not the individual responsibility. And all of them collectively are accountable for the results. There is mutual cooperation, and competencies complement each other. It's very important. They are having the mutual cooperation, and their competencies, they are not the individual competencies they bring in, but whatever the competencies they bring in, they are complementing each other. It creates synergy, that is, performance of the team is more than the added performance of the individual members. We will try to understand this with the help of certain examples. Consider our body. Our body is a perfect example of the teamwork. Now you know, in our body there are different organs, and there are different systems like nervous system, circulatory system, you know, respiratory system, digestive system, isn't it? Now every system work independently, but they are in complete unison, as if they are one. They work in a manner as if all the systems are one. Even you cannot, feel the presence of the different systems separately. That means You just don't feel that you have a nervous system or a circulatory system or a digestive system. But there are the systems, there are the different organs in your body, and they work completely in unison, as a whole, as one. If something goes wrong with one system, it will affect the other system. There is complete interdependence. Why it will affect the other? Because there is a interdependence, isn't it? And what is their common goal? What is the common goal of the different systems working in our body? To keep us alive and to keep us healthy. So all the systems come together with a common goal of making or keeping us alive, healthy, by creating a synergy among those different systems. The second example you can take of the football team. In football team, we have 11 players. Three of them may be the forwards, two or three of them may be the midfielders, two or three of them may be the defenders, and there is a goalkeeper. So the forwards have the competence or capability to do goals. So they are have the expertise of making the goal. The midfielders, they can give passes to the forwards. Huh? Then defenders, they defend when the other team attack. They have that competency of defending. And goalkeeper is there to keep the goal post. So everyone has a different skill, different competency, but the competencies are complementing each other. In cricket also, we have batsmen, we have bowlers, we have some fielders, we have wicket keeper. Everyone have the different competencies as a bowler or as a batsman, but they work as a team and their competencies complement each other. Their goal is common. The goal of the team is same. Every member of the team wants that their team wins. So they have a very common goal. So when you see a football match, you will find that a certain player is reaching the goal post, he is very near the goal post, but if he finds that he is not able to do a goal, there is an obstruction, so immediately he give pass to the other player, so that player can make the ultimate goal. So there he does not see that when I have brought the ball up to the goal post, I will do the goal. But he thinks that his goals, his personal goal is secondary to the team goal. And so he give the pass to the other fielder, isn't it? So this is the way the team work. They almost like an individual. So all the 11, players, they are thinking in a very same manner. So as if they are one. They are responsible collectively for the win or the loss. You always hear from the captain that when they win, they say, it is the win of the team. I am just a captain. So there is a close cooperation. The competencies complement each other, and the members of the team create synergy by coming together, and there is a great interdependence. So I think from this example, you can understand the difference between a team and a work group and how the way the team work. So team members are interdependent and it has common goals. Each member's contribution is as important as any other member's contribution. So it is not the case that one member is contributing or his contribution is important and others members contribution is not important. Okay. So successful and effective teams. A successful team is one in which the team members not only achieve something special and worthwhile, but feel as if they have participated in something special and worthwhile. So, achieving something special is definitely important, but there is a feeling created that they are doing something special and worthwhile, or you are participating in something special and worthwhile. An effective team is one in which people give their opinions and comments without hesitation. So, I don't hesitate to give my opinion or my comment on some matter or some problem. You listen to others and examine others' opinions. You try to understand, have interest in other people's opinion, other members' opinion, and you listen them carefully and patiently. You comment and give feedback to your colleagues, or your colleagues give you the feedback. So that feedback is at all levels and you are sensitive to the need of other team members. Team effectiveness can also be understood in terms of team functioning and team empowerment. So there are two factors, team functioning and team empowerment. We'll see one by one. So three main characteristics of team functioning. They are cohesion among the member of the team. We have discussed a lot about cohesion when we discuss about the group dynamics. So there has to be a closeness and cohesion among the members of the team. Then there has to be open confrontation. The confrontation means you confront each other or have the conflict, but for solving the problems. So it means solving problems as they arise rather than shying away from those problems. You confront the problem or you confront each other to find the solution to that problem. Collaboration means working together, giving and receiving help from each other. So you work together, you collaborate with each other, and you give help and receive help from the others. The four main characteristics of team empowerment are clarity of the roles of the members. So the member of the team, they know what is their role as a team member. There is always an autonomy given to the team. Team are not dependent on the top management or they are autonomous. They have given that authority to work as a team and only support is expected or provided to the team in terms of resources by the top management, and there is always a collective responsibility or accountability taken by the team. So friends, this is all about the concept of the team, and I hope that you have understood the meaning of the team. I have given you a lot of examples, and now we will meet next in course outcome 2 unit outcome 6 part D. Thank you. Thanks a lot.